All right, Keith. So I had the first lesson there. So we just did a kind of a little bit of everything to start off. So we've got two chords to start with, E minor and G, and then a couple of other little tricky things as well. And we'll talk about some strumming as well. Okay, so first of all, E minor is first finger, second fret on the fifth string. All right. Now, normally you go right to the very top, right up to the fret, okay? But this time we kind of need to go back a bit, make room for the middle finger, which is going in second fret on the fourth string, okay? The D string, all right? There we go. Now remember, very tip of your finger, right? So put a bit of a mark on there. Not sure if you can pick that up, but right on the very tip, that's where the string should be going, okay? So you see this? You see the way my finger is pointing right down onto the string like that, right? It's not slanted like this, and it's not kind of going over the top like this. It's just going straight down, okay? So that's one thing, right? As close to the fret as you can get it on the very tip of your finger, and most importantly of all, squeeze, right? You really have to squeeze. And if you're wondering, like, is it supposed to hurt that much? Yeah, it is, unfortunately, but it won't hurt for long, because what happens after a while is that the skin thickens up on your fingers and you barely feel it at all. Okay, your fingers don't look any different, but the skin just gets a little bit thicker. Okay, so that's E minor. Now, what takes the most practice is not playing the chords itself. It's going from one chord to another chord nice and quick. Okay, so to get to G from E minor, we're taking the middle finger away, sliding that first finger right up to the fret now that the middle finger's out of the way. Third fret, sixth string, and then your third finger, your ring finger, is on the third fret of the first string, okay? There it is. So there it is. And always try as well, every now and then, to play the chord one string at a time, right? So this sounds fine, but... okay, and you'll be getting a lot of that. It is a little bit frustrating, and don't let it bother you too much. Like, the chords don't have to be perfect straight away, right? If you're getting the odd little bit of buzz or whatever, not the end of the world. The main thing is that you get used to changing the chords quickly. If they're not 100% perfect when you get there, it doesn't matter. That'll kind of sort itself out over time, right? What I want you to be doing is changing E minor, G, E minor, G. Now, strumming wise, just strum in fours. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you see the way I'm going down, 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 down? That means obviously I'm coming up in between those downs as well. So you can just hit it on the way up as well. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And then after a while, you can just sort of start skipping a few. 1, 2, 3, 4 is still going on. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So you can even cut out like that. But as long as that count is going on in your head all the time, 1, 2, 3, 4, keeping it steady, keeping the whole thing going. That's the main thing. That's the most important thing about any performance when you're playing music, is a steady rhythm. Okay. All right. So other than that then, so that's the main thing, E minor, G, back and forward on those, okay? So then, other than that, we had a couple of little tricks as well, right? So we had the pull-off, we're holding down a string like you normally would, okay? But then instead of picking it again, right, we're just going to pick it once and drag your finger off of it, all right? Now, don't take your thumb should be there as well. And always, that was another thing as well, always make sure your thumb is firmly behind the neck, so you can squeeze. Remember, it's like making a fist. It's the same kind of motion, okay? Your thumb has to be there so you can squeeze against it. Because if it's down here or if it's kind of off to the side, you've got nothing to push against, okay? So thumb always at the back of the neck, okay? Doesn't matter, it could be up here, it could be down here a little bit. You don't need to be that picky about it. As long as it's allowing you to get a good tight grip, that's what matters, okay? There's an odd one. More on that kind of stuff later. So we had pull-offs, then slides as well. So we're maybe a pull-off here, first string, third fret, I should say, second string, third fret, and then. So the whole trick with a slide is, as you're dragging it up or down the fretboard, you have to keep the pressure on. So as I said, if you leave it go, that happens, right? So it's got to be, keep the squeeze on and drag up against it, okay? So that little phrase we did was, you can put a bit of a wobble on it as well. That's called vibrato. Okay, so main thing, E minor G, over and over and over again. So if you want to put a rhythm to it, strum in fours for now. Just down, up, down, up, down. And the main thing is that your hand is moving like this the whole time. And you don't stop. If you don't want to hit one of them, you don't stop. You just miss it on the way up and down, okay? So if I want a strum pattern like bam, ba dum, da da da, bam, ba dum, da da da, I'm not going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. See the way my hand is just going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and I'm just skipping a couple, okay? Very important difference, okay? Because you can't be, that's too stiff. All right, so keep it up, playing the chords over and over and over again, a little bit every day, even when you don't feel like it, and I'll see you next time. All right, talk to you.